Hi and welcome. I'm Carice, a designer here at the Longina Phillips Design Studio. And today I thought I'd show you how to create a bold watercolour bloom in just a few basic strokes. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned painter, or looking for something fun to do at the weekend, you'll definitely get a kick out of this exercise. The technique we're about to learn is all about letting go and accepting the beauty in mistakes, which is definitely easier said than done. A bit like life, beautiful, unexpected things can happen when we try not to control them too much. If you're ready to learn how to bring watercolour florals to life and maybe even create fabric from them, let's get started. So start with a set of basic watercolour. Now, we shouldn't paint solely from our imagination. To give your flower form and beauty, paint from a flower reference, either a photo or a real flower. Once you've gathered some of that imagery or flowers to paint from, take a really close look at them. Notice the structure of the flower. See how each petal grows from a central point, whether it's the bud or the stem. And by following these lines, your painting will appear more realistic and less like a kind of child's creation. And don't forget to consider light and shadow. Which parts catch the light and which fall into the shadows. These light and dark blocks will guide you, and ignoring them can lead to a messy result. If you're not confident painting straight away, you can always lightly draw a rough outline first. When you start drawing, it's important to remember that you're not drawing what you think should be there, you're drawing what's actually there, and then just exaggerating it slightly to add more personality or interest. You can see here as I draw, I'm just blocking in the outlines and flower centers, exaggerating the shapes to enhance them a little bit. As artists, we have a certain amount of creative control. Yes, we are drawing from nature, but we can make it our own in the process. Keep your pencil lines really light, as they're only guidelines. And once you feel confident with your painting skills, you can even skip the drawing stage altogether. Okay, our flowers are sketched and we're ready to start painting. Start by warming up. Practice some brush strokes on the side of the paper to get a loose hand and feel for the water to paint ratio. Experiment with the side and tip of your brush and different and changing pressures and brushstroke direction, and absorb this information for when you paint the flowers. Begin working on the main flowers using your outlines as a guide, always considering where the light and dark fall. Notice how the brushstrokes suggest petal curves and how pressure variations mimic natural colour gradations. You can also use changes in hue to render changes in light. So more yellow adds vibrant highlights, while more bluey kind of hues are really good for shadows. Control is key. Each stroke is deliberate, from the broad washes of the leaves to the delicate edges of the petals. And remember, simplicity is elegance. Overworking muddies the colours and loses the flower's vitality. Of course, that's easy to say, but it's definitely a lot harder to do. This deliberate and simple brushstroke technique definitely take practice, so be patient with yourself and expect mistakes. It's all part of learning a new skill. Note how we change the direction of the brush to best suit the petal. See how we let the water take the paint and fill out the full shape of the petal. If there's too much paint in one spot, that's okay. Take some of your paper towel and blot it away. Remember, this isn't really about perfection, it's about creating a floral with personality and beauty. And imperfection is beautiful. You can add in extra layers of colour for finer detail. However, always remember that painting wet on wet will result in colours bleeding, while painting on dry paint will create crisper lines. You can use whichever technique you desire, or even a combination of both. Time to add some leaves and stems. Remember to observe the same principles of simple but effective brushstrokes and use of light and dark as you did with the petals. Mixing different shades of green can add interest and realism to your painting. Finally, don't forget to add any fine details. Step back and admire your beautiful watercolour flower. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Remember that art is all about creativity and expression. You can always practice and improve with each new painting. So go ahead and try different types of flowers, experiment with colours and techniques, and most importantly, have fun. With